his ex-fiance is 6 weeks pregnant. 6 weeks pregnant.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
way.
Hold on.
But it
Since decision day?
We did go through some counseling to reconcile and figure things out.
Wow.
What's up? What's up? Hello. So here's the deal, y'all. As you guys are coming on in, come on in. You know, the normal zhuzh. Here's the deal. So I am doing my first wind down and chill via Instagram. Let me turn this down just a little bit. So I'm doing my first wind down and chill here, but usually this is a series that I do for YouTube. So I'm also taping for YouTube. So you might see my mic. I'm going to be talking to the camera over here a little bit every now and then so that everybody else catches the vibe. But this is just the time of day in the middle of the week or toward the weekend where we can just like chill, sip on whatever you want to sip on, and, you know, just have a little girl chat and have some time to kind of catch up and kind of like just celebrate the fact that we got through another day. Okay, we got through another work day. So that's what we're going to do today. Have my first little sip, y'all. I gotta have my first little sip. What's up, you guys? Welcome to my wind down and chill. It's your girl, Jen Rodriguez. Welcome to my YouTube family. It's your girl, Jen Rodriguez. We're doing our wind down and chill today. I am so excited about this, you guys, because I wanted this. What's up, Shonda? What's up, girl? I am super excited about this, you guys, because this topic, I wanted to have it be just like a little bit more interactive. It won't be very long, but we're going to have some good conversation today. So first I want to say that this video is sponsored by Acne Blue. So this is actually a salicylic acid pads. About 90 pads comes in here. So they sent this to me. I'm going to show it to my YouTube fam. I gave this a try almost like a week ago. I've been using them for about a week, and it's honestly been having a lot of good effects on my skin. So I've been dealing with a lot of breakouts, especially down here due to the mask and all that good stuff going on, a little bit of stress. But these pads literally help keep my texture smooth, even though I'm still dealing with the spots. Again, the salicylic acid is only 2%, so it's not that bad. But if you're taking Accutane or anything that's crazy, like medication wise, you don't really want to use these. But after cleansing my skin, I start with cleansing my skin. Then I, do my normal routine, and then I just do a little swipe of these pads, these cute little pads. A little swipe of the pads in the areas that I'm experiencing my breakouts. A couple times a day, 2-3 times a day usually does the trick. So thank you to Acne Blue for my pads. Absolutely love them. It's been a week, and I honestly can definitely see a difference. So let's go on to a little bit of the fun part, what I'm sipping on today. This is actually just a really quick spritzer. They came in different flavors. I think I got a case at Target. It only has 5% alcohol in it, so it's nothing too crazy. This is just a quick spritzer. This is the peach flavor. I added a little bit of lemon to it, and then, I got my lime on top just to try to be cute, y'all. I'll be trying to be cute. So that's what I'm sipping on. Whatever you're sipping on today, whether it's coffee, tea, a glass of wine, water, whatever it is, let's just go ahead and take a quick time to just breathe. Congratulations, sis. You made it through another work day. You made it through them coworkers. You made it from your manager. You made it through all them customers, whatever you do at work, HR, whatever you do at work. You made it, girl. Another day. It's Friday Eve, so let's go ahead and take a little clink. Take a sip to that, 'cause Friday Eve, We're talking about settling today. And I'm not talking about the good time, the good kind. I'm not talking about settling down or anything like that, but I really wanted to have some girl chat about settling. Why do we settle? Why is that something that we repeatedly do, especially when all the signs are there? So I'm going to take you on a little trip real quick on why this sparked some thoughts for me. Who saw Married at First Sight this season? If you've never seen Married at First Sight before, it's pretty much a show where you sign up. Yep, Shada knows what I'm talking about. In the first 90 days, yes. So, you sign up to pretty much get married. You put your marriage in the hands of these professionals. There's a spiritual guidance person, you know, a sexual guidance person, like all the things that you feel like, you know, a marriage would kind of need in order to work. They put all these professionals together. They put together like all these questions to ask what you're looking for, and they find you a mate, and they literally get married in a matter of 2 weeks, and they meet the person for the first time. First of all, would you ever do that? Like, would you ever, like, if you got so frustrated with dating, would you ever put your fate in the hands, like your marriage fate in the hands of 4 professionals that you're trusting to find like your mate? And would you ever marry somebody literally on first sight? And they have 30 days to kind of like see how things go and work things out. And like, they have like a little bit of time to kind of move in together, go through all those things. But basically what happened was this season, poor girl got married at first sight, and she was so excited. Like, she was outside the room, like getting ready to walk down the aisle. I just saw the episode for the first time yesterday. She was getting ready to walk down the aisle, just like so excited. And, you know, she walked down, she met Chris. I know Chris, you know, she met him down at the end of the aisle, and like, he immediately just wasn't really attracted to her. But what happened was, at the honeymoon or after they got married, she found out that he had gotten his ex pregnant. I don't know what I would do. But poor girl, all I know is, like I said, I'm still like catching up on the episodes, but TikTok and Instagram kind of caught me up and let me know what was going on. Poor girl went through a whole season, him like back and forth, not really knowing like what he wants to do, and, you know, still having feelings for his fiance, and deciding if he wanted to continue to pursue this marriage with this person that he married at first sight, or like go over here and like have a family with his fiance. Now, I don't know if she ended up actually being pregnant or not, but, you know, my thing is that the poor bride, Paige, oh God, that was her name, Paige. She hung in there the whole time. What are you doing? Like, why are you doing this? Why is this happening? Why do you continue to like wait for him to decide and actually choose you when he had already chose you, you know, married you and stuff? I don't know what was going through her head. And I feel like even though everybody and their mama could tell Paige, what's up, sissy? I see you. It was so easy to tell Paige. It was so easy to tell her to just drop him. Like, all the signs are there. He's giving you every red flag. Yes. He's giving her every red flag, like every red flag. Why is she still there? Everybody's saying that, but at the same time, I had to be real with myself and in reflection and say, look, I've been Paige, not just in relationships, but just in life. When it comes to my job, when it comes to friendships, when it just comes to life in general, when I look at where I'm at and I look at where I really want to be, I sometimes just choose the easier route and just kind of settle for what I have and just try to work it out. Usually for me, it's because I'm truly hoping for the best, especially when it deals with other people. I know that God loves them unconditionally, so I feel like I have to love them unconditionally, which is true. But I'm learning that even, you know, again, with jobs outside of relationships, with jobs or anything else, just because you choose to love them doesn't mean that you can't reposition them to where they really should be in your life, as opposed to just hanging on and keeping them where you want them because you just don't want to let your dream go. Like, that for me is sometimes the hardest thing to let go of. Like, I'm not so much grieving the person sometimes, I'm grieving the dream. I'm grieving the idea. I'm grieving, you know, what I had in my head. And I feel like that's what happened with Paige on Married at First Sight. I feel like she had this dream and this potential, and she was like, this had to be God because things just like seemed to line up. But then he himself was proving over and over again that he was not even into her, and he just wasn't ready. He was dealing with old baggage. He was, you know, pretty much saying, like, he was, you know, still, I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but he was, you know, giving it to her all the time, but he was saying he wasn't even attracted to her. I think they might still even be kind of messing around or whatever, but just knowing good and well that he was not at the place, even though he said he was ready to be married. He just did not have her back. He came against anybody who spoke out against him. Like I just feel like he just wasn't really ready, and he has a lot of healing to do. But I think she does too, because she sat there and she took it for such a long time when she didn't have to. Now, again, they got married. So for her, she's like, again, Makita, yes, the vision of her being a wife, of the type of wife she wanted to be, the vision of the marriage, she kept that before her. And I think that she was honestly acting out of faith, of saying like, maybe, you know, I believe this is God, you know, she felt like she heard from the Holy Spirit, you know, all that stuff. That's what she said. And so she was like, I feel like maybe she just felt like she just needed to hang in there and see if things would turn around and see if that potential, that dream would finally come true. And the tripped out part, y'all, is that it finally got to the point where they had to make a decision to stay together or to be apart. And it was at that moment that he was like, oh, you know, maybe I am attracted to her. Maybe I really do want this. Like, I'm seeing how long she stuck it out for the last month and how she stayed through all the stuff that I put her through. And now my ex-fiance is not pregnant. So now I can see myself being committed to this person. No, sir. I feel like he was more motivated by the fear of losing her than he was motivated by love. Because if he was motivated by love, then it wouldn't take getting to a decision of losing her for him to make any changes that he had to make and make the situation right. Even if it was just, you know what, I'm committed to this, like I will put this on the back burner, just showing her that he loved her, that he chose her, reaffirming her, putting her first, like doing different things and making sure he's not just saying it with words, but actually matching the energy with his actions. He did not do any of that until the very last day. And then it was too late. So you guys let me know what you thought about that in the comments. I think the reunion show just came on. They tried to pull the okie doke.
I understand.
Oh.
What you not do is disrespect.
Oh, shoot. Oh. Oh, he like keep it G, dog.
He didn't appreciate him going to her without talking to him. I'm like, sir, there were so many things that he did on that show that was disrespectful. You cannot be mad at that pastor for trying to give the girl some encouragement that you would not do. I couldn't deal with it. I think there's a difference between settling and rebuilding. I think there's a difference between settling and like actually settling for like what's not good for you, as opposed to feeling like you're settling because you're comparing yourself to what somebody else has. I think that's a totally different thing. And then, like I said, I feel like there's a difference between settling and rebuilding. Like, for example, with my last employer, I had gotten a promotion and they said I was going to look a certain way. They were like, hey, are you ready to stop, doing this and stop doing that? And we're getting ready to, make this role a certain thing. And I'm like, yes, let me jump on that wave. Hey, Simon. Hey, what's up? Who's green eye? What's up, girl? What's up, girl? So pretty much, are you ready to go to the next level is what they were asking me. And I was like, yes. And then after a few months, after I'd gone through training, when it came time for those changes to happen, they changed their mind. Which at first I was like, are you kidding me? Like, now I'm not going to get to stop, at the time I was doing hair, and now I don't get to stop doing hair. Now I don't get to really step into the role that I wanted it to be. But their thing was that, hey, in order for us to truly qualify these people for this role, we need their home base to be a little bit more strong. Like the criteria pretty much changed in order for you to move into this new position, even though I had already kind of gotten the job or whatever. I could have been frustrated and I could have felt like, hey, I'm settling if I stay here. But honestly, that extra time that I spent taking care of my home team actually was so much better because I got to develop in a whole different way. I learned so many different skills that I didn't know. I developed in my leadership. I was able to spend more time with my team. And it was a really good time to see how I could truly elevate where I was at before I moved on to something else. So I pretty much said that to say that sometimes you feel like you're settling because you're not where you're at yet, but sometimes you're more so just rebuilding. Now, when it comes to actually settling and like not experiencing what is best for you or what's God's best for you, I honestly feel like that starts within yourself before it's projected into a relationship or projected into your job. I feel like that there's a moment where when you feel like you're settling in other areas, you start to realize like this is not what's best for me. Like, this is not something that I normally go for or whatever. I think that when you choose to stay and settle, something in yourself took a back seat that shouldn't have. before it's projected into settling like in a relationship. So I feel like that happens for a number of reasons. First of all, I think that sometimes, you know, we just honestly hope for the best. We have our faith out there for a thing, but we are more so putting our dream ahead of the process. Like our hoping for the best is rooted in what we want things to look like, and it's rooted in the dream and the end goal, as opposed to being rooted in the actual process that it takes for that thing to actually happen. You pretty much can put any face or name to that dream and they may not fit the bill, but you're gonna hope for the best. You're gonna keep like trying at it until your dream comes true. As opposed to maybe just taking a step back and saying, okay, what do I need to work on within myself? How do I strengthen myself to be able to choose what's best for me, as opposed to choosing my dream above whatever process, healing process I have to go through. Maybe I have to put in extra work. Maybe I have to wait a little bit longer. You know, I'm single now. I don't know when I'll get married again. I don't know what that process looks like for me. Like now it's like, I really can't imagine myself like just settling and just going for anything at this point, just assuming that something is better than nothing. Not having confidence in the process, not having confidence in actually healing. And healing sometimes means that you have to say no. Sometimes it means that you have to turn down the guy. Maybe they look great on paper and maybe everything seems awesome, but there's just like one or two things where it's like, I know that's gonna really be bad for me. It's not even that. It's like, oh, you know, I don't know, maybe they're 6'1" instead of 6'2". I'm not talking stuff that you could easily just probably overlook, or maybe it's like not a big deal, but it depends on whatever your standards are. That something within yourself is taking a back seat, and it's a good time to kind of regroup and just get yourself together. I feel like that's a way to kind of combat settling, is putting yourself in the mindset of, okay, I have to make a commitment. I have to, as a wife, as a employee, whatever it is on your job, to get what I can out of this experience and show up as my best, and make sure that within myself, I'm not settling my values. I'm not settling how I show up. I'm not settling my excellence. Don't settle now. Don't be afraid to rebuild or start over or whatever you're doing, but don't settle, you know, in who you are. Don't settle in your character. Don't settle, you know, with the things that you want. You know, make sure that you guys know exactly who you are. You know, write it down if you have to, but you know, I feel like when you do that, you're able to make the decisions that are best for you so that you're getting the best out of life. All right, you guys, that's my video for today. I'm gonna wrap this up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and come back next week for another Wind Down and Chill. Talk to you soon.